Peace, family. We are back. This is your sis Kathy coming to you with another Country Wayne skits from these crazy Skitlanta streets. Now, we're gonna get in here with a storyline from one of our main storyline they call it now officially. Amber, Anthony, Shayla storyline, all of those, those are main peeps in Wayne's World. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if you're new to the skits, new to this storyline. Some of you may be. I may not be an old head like me from way back, but um, this is the anniversary a year ago today that Amber caught Anthony in bed with Shayla. When our good sis Michelle from the lake house, this was her like second or third time seeing Shayla up there with Anthony. And even though he had threatened the lady, telling her to mind her business or whatever when she came, because he used to use Dalen to come up there with him so it wouldn't look off that he's with Shayla. And this particular time, Dalen was like, he wasn't going to do it. He was still feeling some kind of way for covering up with this lie for Anthony. So he wasn't going up there this time. And so Anthony just went and took a chance saying he needed space or something. And she was like, why are you going to go? Like, this is around Christmas time. Like, why are you going to go up there for Christmas? It was crazy that he would leave his wife. And that's how you knew. And she should have known something wasn't right. She had little David. She had the cousin staying with her at that time. Forgot his name, but I don't know what happened to her. They just be getting rid of people. They be falling off of skip land, and I don't know what happened to him. But Kate, I think her name was, her cousin Kate. She had him watch little David because basically Michelle, the lake house lady, was like, "Come on up here. Your husband is up here with another woman. Get up here." She was so distraught, Amber. She should have had a gut feeling that something was going on because he wasn't treating her right. She had a miscarried. He was really treating her any old kind of way. And to say I need to clear my head on Christmas and leave your wife to be with your mistress was disgusting. That's why I can't stand and probably won't for a while Anthony to this day, because he has still made no significant change from the way he is. He'll gaslight and play Amber. I don't see the real love for her ever since trying to move the money, getting back with her with superficial stuff. Never really tried to deal with or rectify what he did against her. Even the therapy, it's therapy that didn't benefit her. That therapist really was looking out for Anthony. That was a way to help him resolve and become friends with her again after all this madness, so she'll forgive him. So basically he can play and save his money and his assets, because she would have took him for a lot, nearly everything, and he wasn't trying to hear it. And so now this is the anniversary, and it's showing that Anthony finds out that Amber is depressed about what happened on this day. Amber never healed from that. Amber took it was too quick to let him back in her life, because he cooked a few meals for her. They went through their little therapy phase, which I feel was so one-sided. It was just a lot in that didn't personally help her to deal with what she was dealing with, because it was a lot. It was betrayal from a friend. It was a best friend that she treated and saw like a sister. Betrayal by the godmother. She's the godmother of her best friend's child. Then you lose babies. Come to find out, you got having a baby by my husband. And then your husband's betrayal. It was a lot. It was like 4 or 5 different betrayals in one. And it was heartbreaking. And she never really totally got over that to this day. And so I'm sure that this is dredging that up again and really making her relive that trauma. So let's see. She looked like just like how she did in the days following when she saw that.
There you are. Looking all over the house for you. I was about to order some breakfast. You want something?
She's so oblivious. He don't even realize what
Baby.
this is. He don't think about
Baby.
nothing but himself.
You all right? I said you want something to eat.
No, I'm good.
What's wrong with you? Hey, what's going on?
You remember what today is?
No.
Um, I don't, I don't know. Should I?
It's the day I walked in and saw you and Shayla in the bed together.
Ooh, I'll never forget that episode.
Amber,
What?
See, Aunt, we as women, we're expected to keep going,
Mm.
to put on face, to act like everything's okay. And I've tried.
Mm, mm, mm. Didn't I just say that in the skit with Angelina and Diesel? We have to keep going regardless. Smile, pick up all the pieces. You know, smile through things, act like certain things don't even exist when they do, just so we can make it through whatever it is we got to go through to cope. Put on these plastic smiles and keep going when we're really not okay. We either feel like it doesn't matter if we say anything because we still got work to do. We still got a life to live. Nobody's gonna care or take us serious, or so what? A lot of women go through that. We just go through the motions. We don't get a chance to fix and work on and love and nurture and care for ourselves, or even be seen or acknowledged for what we're dealing with. And not saying that our men don't in this harsh world. We do, especially as black people. We know what you're going through, brothers. But that aside, I'm talking about us as women, especially black women. So much on our shoulders that we grin and bear, and no one knows, the pain behind the silence, behind the smiles. We just keep going. We just keep going. And this is what Amber dealing with.
Tried. I've tried to act like everything's okay. My head hurts. Sometimes it feels like no time has passed.
Mm.
Sometimes it feels like it's the same day. But I gotta be strong, right?
Go ahead and act, Amber. Go ahead.
Be strong.
Good actress.
And act like it's okay. That's what's expected of us. We keep going. Keep going, and we keep fighting, and we just
suck it up and keep going.
Keep on keeping on, right? Yeah.
But,
What you got to say?
I'm sorry. You're right. I guess I try to block that out of my head. I didn't realize how.
You was in it. You ain't experienced that.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Me too.
Honestly, I don't.
It's
She know he don't know what to say. He don't know what to say. It's painful. And I know many would say, well, he was hurting when he found out she slept with Wayne up to the night of his to the wedding. We can keep throwing that up all we want. It's not saying that negate how he felt when he was engaged with this woman and she was cheating. Yes. Amber has acknowledged that. She has worked hard to repent from that. She has knew she made a grave mistake, that she still loves this man, and she was just a fool that was blind. And like she said in therapy, she didn't feel she was deserving of Anthony, and really was about to self-sabotage that whole thing, including that marriage. She knew she was painful for that, and she seriously repented for God and with him. And he, after even he was hurt, and it still took time to get over that, you still went back to doing business with Wayne. He still said he forgave her. And this was ever since she was married. She never went back to that man and did anything. She respected the vows. To atone, to then get forgiveness, she went through every step of atonement. She acknowledged the wrong. She repented. Yeah, she was told, she was exposed because Shayla ran her mouth and told Anthony. But he continued to want to over and over and over again during his marriage sleep with Shayla. Upset, I guess, because he felt, oh, she cheated on me before, so I'm going to keep going. Man, you are married. You continued until you got this girl pregnant. You continued for a year, over a year of dealing with this girl. Up until what? For 5 months ago, back in the summer when he came back to Amber. Okay, a long time. For a whole year, he dealt with her before her pregnancy, the 9 months during her pregnancy, and about a good 6 months, 7 months. How Kai was? Oh, he was. This no. There ain't no comparison. I don't care what nobody say. That is a whole different level. And with my best friend, and for years, and a child, this was extensive. This was so much more deeper. And I still think he got love for Shayla. Still think he in love with that girl. It's a lot to carry on. And the only reason she's continued, I think, of dealing with him is not just for status, and she loved the lifestyle. She don't think she can get nobody else better. Is she needs to love herself more still. And on top of that, I think she's still guilt tripping and beating up herself for what she did with Wayne. But you can't keep using that. And then he's still so deceptive with what he does because of the loss of the money. Want to put it in PRE account and hide it and not tell how much the theater was sold for. Still all about money. Don't want to put her on the joint account so she can't see what he's doing. He's still not merging himself like a real marriage. He's still not really embedded and has a mindset of a married man. She should have waited. Let this man prove himself as she healed to see if he earned getting her back in her life and her good graces, because you will forever be triggered because of Kai. She loves that little boy, but he will forever be a reminder of her betrayal. Shayla, looking at her that was once her best friend, like her sister, betrayal. That's not going anywhere. And now that reminder is in Kai. And she doesn't have her own child because of it, and lost 2 because of it. It's a lot. And this is why she needed to take the time to know, really, how am I going to handle this man? I got to make sure that I'm over this. I got to make sure I'm healed. I got to make sure I will be able to look at that little boy, not have anger or resentment in my heart over an innocent child. I got to make sure I can get through these. I got to make sure I can get through whether they co-parent is. She didn't get a lot of questions answered from him. She didn't give anything credible. She needed to set some ground rules, transparency, something tangible. on how the situation was going to be handled. Because now these 6 months have been, she's just been picking up and dealing with all the emotions and trauma as she went along. And these things should have been resolved and set in stone before she even wanted to accept him back or really realize, do I even want him back? Do I? But she was so bent on Shayla not winning and getting this man and getting the house and white picket fence and the baby and all that happiness with Shayla. She was not going to let that happen over her dead body. So it was more so, is this the best thing for me and my heart and my life? Is this man really for me? Do I want him really? Or do I just want Shayla not to win? That's why you still see all the insecure, crazy questions. Well, how do you feel about Shayla with a new man? How do you feel about this? Da, 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 da. She want to make sure that Shayla is still not on his mind. The vacation, say it's the worst vacation you've ever had. Why did you take on a vacation? We never had one. You're gonna always get that because stuff not rectified. She has not rectified that situation. She has not healed from it. I don't care what that man, he can love bomb her to death and say all of this. Do you really feel that in his heart, in your heart of hearts, this man is in love with you, that he's truly over Shayla, that you we know you're not healed. You just reliving this horrific day in your life. And the wound, I can't say the wound reopened. The wound never went anywhere. You just pacified it and put a Band-Aid over it and smiled like it was okay. That bandage is not healing. You never went through the medicine. You never, really, really got the poison out. You didn't truly give it the salve for the adequate healing you needed for that wound before you just slap a Band-Aid in. And that infection can still feather underneath that Band-Aid if you don't give it the right ointment and the right treatment. It's just a cover-up. Put in the comments what you think about all that in that particular episode. It was something. It was emotional. It's a never-ending process. It's a process. All right, family. Like, share, and subscribe.